Let's go!
So what I want to go over is some different commands that we use for information gathering, which the funny thing is I've been using these commands for 20 years now, I guess, when I started working in 2005 for the web hosting company. And one of the first commands I learned was ping. Apparently ping is used by everyone who uses in tech, right? And what does ping do? So what we're going to do it like this. I am going to, before we actually try the command, we're going to look up what these commands actually do. So what is ping, right? So ping is a network tool that measures how long it takes.
What's this? Oh, it's only money.
Shout out to my guy, Magnetar. Thank you so much, Magnetar.
I appreciate you.
You are amazing. All right. I will read it specifically after we get done with this, but I appreciate you, Magnetar. All right. So it says ping is a network tool that measures how long it takes for a signal to travel between two systems, right? So basically, if we use, let's use Google, for example, right? How long from my current location, does it take for me to ping Google and get a response back from Google that it was able to connect to it, right? So that's basically what it does. How does it work? The ping command sends a request to a device over the network. If the request is successful, the device responds with the message. The time it takes for the request to travel and receive a response is measured in milliseconds, right? So if you have a very, very slow internet connection, you'll do a ping. It will take some time for it to come back and let you know, or it might even time out, And if you don't have any internet connection, then it's going to just time out altogether, right? Can I show? I guess on the VM I could show a timed out network connection. Maybe we'll do that, right? But maybe I'll disable the internet on the VM so that we can see it timing out and go from there, right? So it says, what is it used for? Troubleshooting, definitely. That's what we used to do when I was working for the web hosting company. We'd try to ping if they're to ping their website. Maybe they didn't have some type of connection. Maybe they didn't update their DNS, things of that nature. Maybe they didn't have a domain name that was registered. Who knows, right? Gaming, a low ping rate is important for gamers because it can lead to a faster connection. Online activity, ping can help users identify areas for improvement, such as upgrading equipment or changing settings. Factors that affect ping time: server distance, server distance, router speed, current traffic loads, and how to run the ping test is just the ping command. All right, so we're gonna do it now. Let's go over to here, and we're going to say, so we're gonna do ping, right? So let me log back in. And we are going to go to clear that. I'm going to close out Firefox. Let's make that bigger. And let me zoom in. Let me see, control. Nope. Working in virtual machines on a Mac is a headache because of the Mac command and all that stuff. So the keyboard always throws me off, right? But let's start with our ping, right? So we're gonna ping espn.com, and we are getting a response. And I think in Windows it would do 4 and then stop, but in Linux and in Mac, because Mac works off like Linux terminal, it'll just keep going over and over and over again. So pinging espn.com, it is getting a response from this cloudfront.net server. Let me go ahead. Control work. So we're able to ping espn.com, and the response is coming back from this CloudFront. If CloudFront is an Amazon service for caching, so that it can content delivery, so it can deliver the content faster. So it looks like it's coming from probably Miami based on my location. So it's probably pinging off of Miami CloudFront distribution. All right, so let's clear that and let's go over to, let's ping CNN. And let's go to here. So CNN is pinging. It's coming back from this IP address right here, which you will see how this comes into play, right? It's going through. Cool. So let's stop that. We don't need to ping that incessantly. So let's stop that. And as you can see here, the time to live is 55. The time that it's 15 milliseconds in order to, so each ping, so the first ping, 25 milliseconds, 24, 27, 20, 35, and then 44. And then it starts to get 24, 26, 14. This is really good. This is really, really good speed, all right? Magnus says, how did you get the, it says, how do you, thank you, Nightjade. Yep, CD and then downloads. That's how you changing the directory. So I was in, doesn't cost anything to do this. So I was here. So inside of the home directory, right, I do CD and then I would go to the folder that I want to go into. You can also say ls to show you the folders that you have. You can do CD and then tab to show you all the folders that you have available that you can go into. And then you could go to desktop. You can go to documents. You can go to music, whatever it is that you want. Tab and it's going to complete it for you, right? Perfect. Cool. So, so back to the ping command, right? So if I was to, let's do another site. Let's go to ping youtube.com. And so this already starts to give you information gathering stage, right? It already starts to give you information because when, from the ESPN, I was able to see that they're using CloudFront, and I'm able to get that URL, right? For YouTube.com, they're using this right here, right? Whatever this stands for, but it looks like it's somewhere in Miami, possibly, right? And it's showing you the response. So if somebody wanted to do an attack, I suppose, knowing this information is a start, it helps, okay? So now let me see if I can turn off the network access, right? Network connect adapter. Let's see. So I think I turned it off, right? So if I do clear and I do ping dot, let's do YouTube. See, it says the network connection has been disconnected, right? So if I do youtube.com again, enter, it says YouTube temporary failure in name resolution because we have no internet access. Okay, if I do the same thing for CNN.com, can't do it. It cannot do it. So if I turn it back on and we try that again, it's going to take a second for it to come back on. Hopefully. There we go. So we're back and now we have our connection to YouTube. So that is the ping command. Very, very standard command. You don't have to be in cybersecurity. You don't have to be an ethical hacker to use it. I use it all the time. Like whenever I have some type of connectivity issue, I do a ping to see where this issue lies. There's another command that they didn't cover in the class, or at least yet, right? But that is the trace route command, where it is going to, the trace route is going to show you the different steps that it takes to get to that destination, right? So we'll try it real quick, right? So trace route. And we would go to, let's say, ESPN.com, all right? And it's showing all the jumps that it's taking to get to this location right here. The less jump it takes, the better it is for you. Because that means the faster, like, imagine having to travel to a website that's in China, for instance, right? That would take a really, really long time. So you'd have slow feedback and stuff like that, like a slow response. We can do the same thing with CNN.com. And that was even, oh, it's not done yet. Let's see. And then the ones that it gets the stars from, it can't, for some reason it can't not connect to it, but it's not getting data. But at some point it should finish because we would be able to get to CNN. I don't know. Sometimes the trace route doesn't always work, right? But anyways, let's move over to our NS lookup. Let's look at NS lookup to see what NS lookup is.
Internship was all they gave. Flex my skills, dug my own grave. This tech ship's left me stranded in a sea where dreams are banded. Paid 20 grand for a crash course ride. 3-week sprint, now nowhere to hide. Got my resume sharp like a blade, but doors ain't open, I'm stuck in the shade. They promised me gold, but gave me 10. All the gear, but can't get in. Feeling like a ghost with a haunted past. Spent all my cash, now I'm out of gas. Dusty skills and empty thrills. Paid my dues and got the bills. Ghosted by code and left alone. Knocking on doors, but nobody's home. I got the skills to hack their maze, but no one's keen to give me praise. Living on hope and caffeine highs. Tired eyes under cloudy skies. Internship days and unpaid nights. Dreams of jobs and neon lights. Feeling broke, but they said I'd soar. Lost